take it slow, that's right. Know that I'm here, not alone. Feel the warmth inside. We'll never be so close. There is something in the air. If you knew what I feel when I hold your hair, let it out, let it out. Oh, let it out, let it out. No, 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 let it out, let it out. Oh, let it out, let it out. Don't keep it inside. Let it come out. Oh, do you feel it? I know, because I feel the same. So let it out, let it out. Oh, let it out, let it out. No, 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 let it out, let it out. Oh, let it out, let it out. Don't stop yourself. Be free now. Don't stop yourself. Be free, be
Hello, everyone. Yes, it's story time, and you just saw me bundling up these weeds, and now we're going to tell a little story about them. I have a very close acquaintance, I guess you could say. Not, we don't hang around or anything like that, but we're into the same thing. She has a farm, and we do a lot of bartering. So yes, we see each other, and she trades her weeds for, ointments and different things that she likes for the family and whatnot. So, um, Pat sent me up in Michigan. Hello, Pat. Sent me some beautiful, beautiful weeds, which are herbs, and they're the purple dead nettles. And I found a little bit here, but it was just not a very good spring, I guess, like in Michigan. So, Christina said, "Oh, I got a whole bunch of purple dead nettles at the house, and I got to get weeding and stuff." And because I showed her, and I was boasting about, my friend Pat, another soap maker, sent me some beautiful weeds, and she says, "We got them all over the place. I will pick you some, and we will barter." And I said, "Oh, okay." I was just so excited. Well, I should have known when she said, well, they're not in bloom yet. Is that all right? And I says, as long as you know it's, the dead nettles, yes, that would be perfect. So you've seen, and this was 2 big bundles, I should say buckets full, that she had brought me. And I didn't pay no mind to it. You know how I'm always busy and all that. So I got to looking at them, and she already left, and she went back, and she was gonna go pick weeds at her dad's farm, which is across the street. So I had to hurry up and send her a text message. And I should have known when she said they weren't in bloom because they just went real fast, that something was wrong. And it was something wrong, but something good always comes out of something bad, right? That's how I look at life. They weren't the purple dead nettles. They were motherwort. Yes. And so she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, don't be. I said, I do not have them around the house because I don't live out in the farm and all that. And I said, I would love to get, a whole bunch. And I did. And I appreciate it. And thank you. And don't you worry about it. But let's see if I got one that is bloom. I will send a little tag of showing the ones that I took. But I don't know if you can see them. Yeah. Mother's wort. Or some people call them lion's tails and whatnot. But as you know, I use my herbs for, skin issues and things like that. But right now, and if I quit my yakking and get busy on it, because I got a whole bunch more to hang up, I'm going to make a tincture for Becky and I. Araya, I don't know if she would take it or not, but Becky, I'm making it. It's like a sedative. You don't have it all the time, but when your nerves are rattled and whatnot, it's a very, very, very good herb for settling the nerves. And yes, there's a lot of other things, so I am not doing or promoting anything about ingesting, because I don't. It's the skin that I'm into. But this is just for us girls. Very good for heart palpitations, fixing the blood, good for, women's problems and all like that. But you can go and do your research if you decide to make some because you have mother's wort. I only use this for us girls, and it is not a thing that you take dosages every day. No. And besides, I monitor it. Anyways. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to cut them up and I'm going to soak them in vodka. And voila, girls, in a few weeks. And you just use all of it. I try to get the ones that are, not real thick, stems. But you can just use every bit of the herb as you would the weed. And some people just use the flowers in all stages. They'll stay like this and keep blooming, but in the spring is when you really want to do this because these little things get prickery. Yes, but every bit of it is good for using for medicinal purposes. Now, are you curious what this hillbilly's going to do with, I say, for skin and things like that? Yes. I bet you didn't know this because it's not broadcast very much. But do you know, and yes, they've done studies on this and that, and they still want to do more studies, so I do not get into it with ingestion. So we're talking about the skin. You make a salve with it. I think I would add plantain to it too. And it is good for eczema, psoriasis, itchy skin, and the most favoriteest part about it is, people with shingles, when they have a breakout It is so stinking tender you can't even stand to have anything on that area. It's very, very painful. So long time ago, yep, talking about my granny and their ways of life. They would make a salve or an oil, like you do grease, lard and things like that. And if it was really, really tender and they could not, just touch it to rub any kind of ointment or anything like that on it, they would warm it up and then they would just, pour it on the area. Hopefully it's not a bad area, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's on the side, but it can go anywhere on the skin or on the body and any part of the skin. So anyways, back in the day, the doctor would come around maybe every 2 months or something, way back in the hills. Yeah, you had to come up with things. So I think it was a doctor that told my granny about it and blah, blah, blah. So that's what they used it for. So if it is good for a tender area, and especially with shingles, then it's got to be some good stuff. So I will make up some salve, not just for people that have shingles, and I don't promote it unless someone asks me, and then I open up my cotton picking mouth. But it's good for itchy skin, rashes that you just, like contact dermatitis, which by the way, folks, if you go get some of this, some people are very, very sensitive to it, like nettles, you get that stinging thing. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about just touching your skin. You might get a little itchy when it's fresh. If you're out in the field or something like that, yes, you might be very, very, sensitive to it. So wear gloves. Don't do what this old fool of a hillbilly does. It doesn't bother me. I just go rinse off. I don't have it, but some people. So I'm trying to get this done before the kiddos get here and want to play with my weeds. So anyways, pack your jar. I don't dry these to make a tincture because you want, all those juices and everything to get it. And that one's a little prickery, I tell you. What does it think it's doing to me? So I think maybe 6 weeks. My daughters, yes, we will have some good old stuff. So I've had donated vodka that was given to me. Thank you, Araya, because of the bottles. No, I'm not going to drink it, but if I smell it, maybe. But I use the vodka to make a melt and pour soap by scratch. You want to just fill that all the way up. Get it in there. And then you'll shake it and just put it in a cool, dark place. Just top it up. Keep checking it. Shake it. There you go. Everybody knows how to make a tincture. And voila. And then I'll label it. And here we go. So, let's see if I need to get a little bit more in there. So that's just a little bit of Motherwort. You don't hear of it too much anymore. Maybe up in Yankee Land in the north. But down south, yeah, Motherwort. Very good stuff. So I will be doing a lot of infusions when everything is dried. And I will also grind some into a powder and, just use it for all different sorts of stuff that I come up with. But, so, that's a yakety yak. And my coffee's way over there. So, I'm going to bid you adieu. Hope you enjoyed this little chit chat and watching this old lady work. Love you guys, and I'm sorry that I haven't been on very often, but I'm trying. It's been pretty hectic, but very good. Glenn's doing very well. He'll be back to work I think after Monday afternoon. He's got one more doctor's appointment. He's good. Got my heart fixed. And away he goes. And I think he'll be happy. He couldn't go fishing because he couldn't lift more than 5 pounds. And if you know Glenn, oh my goodness, he was not fun recuperating. But anyways, we enjoyed each other's company, and he's ready to go back to work. And I better quit my yakking and get this on uploaded and get busy with my day. All right. Love y'all. Stay out of trouble. And I will try too. Yes, Daddy, I'm thinking of you. Bye-bye.